Hello troops, Tommo here. Getting ready to drop the next instalment of the Granite Zero podcast, but what I like to do is fucking refuel myself before I do so. Get those electrolytes in me, get that protein in me, and where do I go for that? I go to Combat Fuel. Combat Fuel is a veteran-owned, veteran-run company that gives its profits and proceeds to Help for Heroes charities. But you're saying, Tommo, I could do with a little bit of a discount, mate. Just a little one. Why don't you go, order your protein, order your creatine, order your top quality sports supplements, and in checkout, put the promo code WARRIOR15 and get yourself 15% off at checkout. You're welcome. And what you're saying is, Tommo, I need a decent t-shirt. I need something good to wear to the gym. That's what you're saying to me. So why don't you DM me and get yourself a limited edition Granite Zero t-shirt? Why not? Rock it. But after all that, you're like, oh, I'm fucking tired. I need to perk myself up. I need to get myself a nice cup of coffee. Oh, fucking hell. Tommy can help you out there too. Go to the Dead Mammoth Coffee Company and get yourself some roast to order coffee. And not only is it roast to order, so you roast it how you want it, you can get it grind down specifically to your tastes. Treat yourself. And you're saying, Tommo, it just sounds like too good to be true. But it's not. Go and see the Dead Mammoth Coffee Company. Get yourself a decent roast to order, specifically ground to your taste coffee. And fuck me, it's a veteran-run company as well, so get amongst that. But today is a special episode of the Granite Zero podcast, and I'm fanboying out. I am all sorts of excited. I've got a fucking semi on. Can't help it. Sorry. But me and Little Brown, the Brothers of Destruction, the Legion of Doom, the fucking D-Generation X are going to be interviewing and chatting with not only the former Cage Warriors champion, but now UFC contender, Jack Tank Shaw. What the fuck? And I, for one, can't wait. I've been a fan of Jack's for fucking years. But, without further ado, it's time to get amongst the Granite Zero podcast. Check it out! Hello, Charlie 1. This is Granite Zero. Yeah, just can't see you, mate, that's all. Your Gary Good admin that you have. There he is.
Yeah.
Alright, boys. First of all, welcome to the podcast, Jack. Thanks for coming on.
No worries, lad, no worries.
How you been? You been training this morning, is it?
Yeah, I trained early doors, about half 7. And then just two privates now. Do this now and lock the gym up then and then back this afternoon.
Fucking never stops, does it, mate?
No.
Do you know what I was doing this morning? So I was there telling the missus, I was like, I'm getting ready. I've got fucking important podcast today. I'm really looking forward to it. And she went, oh, can you go up in the loft and get the tree down? Fuck off! Fuck off! Then she sat there and watched me do it all.
This is what with women is their life and we are just part of it.
Yeah, you got it, Jack, mate. You got it. Darren, have you got your headphones yet, or has Lana got them?
No, my headphones are not coming today.
Not yours, mate. That's why. Do you know what? I proper fanboyed out yesterday, so I actually watched your little documentary as well, Jack.
Yeah, did some research.
Yeah, I was doing the research.
That's old now, that's got 2 years old now.
Yeah. You did a new one, mate.
Dan Kemmys, we need do part 2, but he's all big shot now, and he's Star Wars and stuff like that. So
is it?
you gotta fit me in his schedule sometime soon.
Yeah, got you. Yeah, I was probably watching it, like, I was like, fucking hell. There's a bit where your old man was saying that, like, you don't seem like you're nervous at all. Is that just something that you've learned how to control? Is it?
Yeah, I don't know if I learned it as such. I just think I don't know. I just think I'm one of them people who I sort of rise to the occasion, and then rather than feel the weight of the pressure, I sort of feed off it a little bit. That's what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I mean, even for the last fight, obviously being in the UFC and something you've dreamed of for years and all that, and then the warm up and the walkout just felt normal. Really, I didn't feel no extra pressure, no nerves. If anything, I enjoyed it.
I think you genuinely enjoy doing what you do, though, don't you?
Yeah, that's it. Obviously, when you're doing 4 sessions a day, 6 days a week, and you're dieting and you can't eat what you want, you've got to sacrifice time from your family and your friends and all that. You know, the fight itself, once you make weight, the fight itself is meant to be the fun bit. So I don't see the idea of getting worked up and pressured and nervous for all that. You know, if I was the case, I probably wouldn't do it full time as a job because it wouldn't be enjoyable to do. You know, if I hated the thought of fighting, then I would have to do all this training, all this dieting, and counting down the days to something I'm dreading. It wouldn't work. So I generally look forward to the fight day and the atmosphere and the build up and everything else that comes with it. So I think that's why I don't ever struggle to perform when the lights are on, because I just find how I do in the gym. You know, it's just another night at the office rather than seeing it as this big occasion where it's all this pressure to perform. It just doesn't go like that for me.
That's fucking. That's a hell of a mindset. That.
Quite a few fighters over the last God knows how many years. There is a difference in personality with fighters. And you've got the guys like Brendan Sharp, who states weekly on The Fighter and the Kid that he absolutely hated the fight day. And I think, like, just as a spectator, you see the difference then between a champion and somebody that's just, you know, okay at fighting. They good at fighting.
Going through the motions, like, aren't they?
You listen to like people like yourself who's been a champion. You listen to, I don't know, John Jones. You enjoy the actual fight. The fight is the prize at the end of all the sacrifice. Whereas somebody never makes it quite to the top, they're good at something, but it's not something that they genuinely enjoy.
Yeah, everyone's different, and they obviously I'm a big GSP fan, and you listen to him, and he's the same. He dreads like he said he can't sleep the night before. He's being sick with nerves, but you know he's obviously arguably one of the or if not the best fighter there's ever been. So I mean, everyone's different. There's boys in the gym, you know, like Jack Tucker. Then, for example, Jack Tucker's a monster, but he feels the nerves on the day, and he feels the pressure. You know, there's a couple of boys like I don't feel the pressure. I don't think, you know, people like Oban and Marshman don't show a lot of nerves, whether they feel it inside, I don't know. But I mean, everyone's different. It's not necessarily. I think it doesn't necessarily mean that if you're nervous, you're not going to perform as well. I suppose it's how you deal with them nerves. Like obviously GSP's saying he's nervous, but it obviously doesn't affect his performance because he comes out and blitzes everyone. There's obviously been instances in the past where certain fighters are nervous and that's affected their performance. You know, they froze up and they haven't performed or they were in the gym. There's so many good gym fighters, probably, you know, even in our gym, without naming any names, there's boys who you watch them in the gym and you think, you know, how we do now winning world titles and stuff like that, but some people just struggle to perform as well under their lives. It's a mad old game, really. It's not as simple as everyone thinks. Just get in here and fight. And there's a lot of.
It's a bit like like Ricky Hatton said, isn't it? It's not a tickling contest.
No, exactly. It's people just say, "Oh, I love that a little bit." It's like you wouldn't trust me, wouldn't.
It's mad though.
Do you think it helped sort of growing up the way you did in the gym?
Yeah, definitely. Like obviously, even not in the gym, but when my old man used to fight, you know, semi-pro and when he went pro, I was always around him on the fight day. You know, I'd always go in the change room, watch him warm up, walk out to the cage with him. You know, I never missed one of his fights. So I suppose being, yeah, and even going on from that, sort of when he opened the gym up and you know, Marshman and Des and Martin and all the old school boys were semi-pro and amateur. I was always out the back, so I'd watch him warm up, watch him have their hands wrapped, so I sort of knew the atmosphere and the mood. So I suppose, consciously at the time, I was just enjoying, being around it all. But looking back, it probably did prepare me better than most people, because I used to being around it. I've grown up in the gym with the boys, and then growing up at those shows, at the back, even the smaller shows, just watching them warm up and stuff like that. Obviously, before I even had a fight, I knew what the crap was. Before I got in it.
Do you here's one for you, because I something that stuck with me since I first got involved with anything to do with MMA. I was cage side with Dave Coles, and we were cornering Chris, and he said that it was the most nervous he'd ever been, being cage side rather than even being in the fight himself. Was watching one of his friends and somebody that he trained, and having no control how the fight would go. Because you've obviously cornered a few of the boys. Do you get nervous cornering, or is it?
Yeah, I'm exactly that. I'm a lot worse watching the boys. Whether it's in the corner, watching it from the crowd, watching the boys fight, than I am myself. Marshman, Orse, Martin, all the boys I've sort of grown up with. Even Oban's new to the team, even watching him in his last fight, I was nervous. And not nervous because I don't think they got the skills to do well. Just nervous because they're your friends, and you care about them, and you go on training and sparring every day. Where you don't mind giving them a slap in the gym, but you don't want to see no one else do it. So it's one of them ones. It's like I'm always worth watching them than I am for myself. It's like you said, it's you've got no control over it. When I'm in there, I've got a relative amount of control over what's going to happen in the fight, in the sense of I can control my own actions, whereas as well trained as they are, I can't control what they're going to do. I can't control what the ref's going to do, what their opponent's going to do. So it can be tough sometimes watching your friends. I mean, it's different when you've got no emotional connection. You watch UFC all day, but when it's one of your friends, and it can be a tough sport to watch.
Yeah, definitely. Excuse me. See, I was going to say something, but I know that fucking Darren's going to take the piss here. But when you're talking about nerves and things, I boxed for the Air Force, right? And it was only an amateur level. But my first fight, I was thrown into the deep end. I was fighting a heavyweight when I'm fucking 5'6" and built like a fucking weed at that time. They threw me in because I was at a camp, and my legs had gone before I even got in the ring. I was like walking down. I was like, my legs don't feel right. The guy TKO'd me in the second, and I literally hit the deck, and I was like, I don't even think I can stand up here. But then a few years later, like a good few years later, I ended up doing one of those white collar fights, and I think that previous loss had made me sort of immune to the crowd being there. The crowd was a lot bigger. It was only about 2,000 people, but still. And when I got in there, you saw the bloke I was fighting, and he was a bag of nerves, and I was like, I'm going to fucking paste you all over here now. And all I could hear was Darren shouting at me. So, it's madness. How different experiences, help you get through the next one, if that makes sense. So, you're undefeated though, aren't you? So, you're all good, innit?
Oh, really, yeah. Well, it's like...
I'm undefeated, I haven't even had a go.
People say that about being undefeated, but obviously I've lost grappling comps, I've lost amateur boxing fights, so I do know what it's like to lose. But again, that's another thing. Like people say, how do you think you'll ever cope with your first loss? And I think, well, I don't really let it enter my head. Like the times I lost at the grappling comps, I used to go in there with the mentality I'm going to beat everyone and win gold. You cross that. It's one of them bridges I think you need to cross when you come to it. Like I think you sort of let that get into your head before a fight. Then you're a lot more suspect. What's the word I'm looking for? You're a lot more suspect, and I think you're more likely to lose when you start letting them demons creep in. You've got to have a strong mentality. I'm not saying I'm going to be undefeated for my whole career. I may pick up a loss here and there, but you can't let that creep into your head.
Yeah.
On fight night and in the weeks building up, you've got to think, you're going in there to win.
Yeah.
It's not matter if you're going in there, you might win, you might lose, because then you've already sort of half accepted the outcome.
You don't want to accept that you're going to lose. As soon as that's creeped in your head, already fighting a losing battle because you're fighting against yourself and then you're fighting against the geezer that you're fighting against. Yep, I said geezer.
So a lot of it's mental. People say it, but a lot, like, it is 50% mental. More than that, you can beat yourself up before you win it. Sometimes, if you can conquer your own mind, then and just leave it down to your physical ability, or even having more mental strength than your opponent. Sometimes you may not necessarily be the better athlete or the better fighter, but if you're mentally stronger than them in the sense you can keep going when you're tired and they can't, then sometimes that's going to take you a long way as well. You can be the most skillful person in the world, but if you haven't got good mentality and good mental strength, then you're not gonna cut it at the top. It's harsh, but that's the truth of it.
Well, the mind is primary, isn't it? Like that crosses all sports, isn't it? Your brain will carry your body kicking and screaming through a hell of a lot more than your body will allow you to do.
Yeah, well, I always seem to say your body is gonna quit on you a long time after your mind quits. So
yeah.
Like even as simple as going on the treadmill, you might do sort of, say you do an hour on a treadmill, your body your mind's gonna get off now. You had a guts for your entire get off, but if you switch that off, your body can probably carry you for another half hour until you can't go no more. Not saying you need to do that every session because you don't want to be on the treadmill to the point where you can't do anymore. But in a fight, you need to have that mentality of
Definitely.
I'm going to keep going until my lights get put out or until I run out of time. You can't have that mentality of I can't do more. He beat me, he got me beat. Because that's what happens. You already beat them. You got to have that mentality. I'll keep going until I either get put out or until time runs out on me and I run out of time. That as simple as like you said, your mind will quit a long time before your body does.
Yeah, you definitely.
So, just to break it around, because obviously Sean's podcast is about mental health.
Not just about mental health.
About mental health.
That's how it started.
How do you think martial arts helps in terms of mental health and depression, etc.? Because I'm a big believer in keeping yourself physically active, etc., eating well. But obviously, where you live, and it's quite well documented with some of the boys that have been started down the gym with shakes, they really turn their lives around, and not necessarily through mental health, maybe just through bad life choices. But have you seen many cases of people that struggle with any sort of mental health problems sorting themselves out through the avenue of martial arts?
Yeah, I mean, it's tough to, like, obviously you don't obviously know what's going on inside a lot of people's head. A lot of people can be struggling, and I suppose you wouldn't know about it, but I'm a big advocate of healthy body, healthy mind. So like you said, keeping your body fit is going on, obviously eating well, avoiding negative choices in life in the sense of, drinking. I haven't drink now and then, but drinking, drugs, stuff like that.
Oh, I know, mate, I
know. But drinking, drugs, stuff like that, making the right life choices, but being in the gym and keeping yourself fit, not constantly getting stuck in that rut is obviously going to do wonders for your mental health. I mean, there's, I don't name no names or anything, but there's boys down here who've been stuck in that rut, and once you get them back in the gym and you get them training and you get them focused on something, you see them, they turn their life around. Regardless of the result of whether they win the fight, lose the fight, win their competition, you see they're a better person for being in the gym. And I also think as well, with a sport like MMA or jiu-jitsu, it's a lot different to your football game or your rugby game, because you got to just focus on yourself in a sense. So you do a competition or you spar, it's just you and the person you're up against. So what I find is, no matter what's going on in my life, like whether I've got a lot of stuff on outside, whether I've got a lot in my head, for the hour or the hour and a half I'm in the gym, or 2 hours each night, all I'm focused on is what's going on there. It helps you shut off from the rest of the world. And I think what a lot of people who tend to suffer maybe with mental health could use a bit of that, in the sense of it helps them shut off on the negativity and the stress of the outside world. For that hour and a half a day, they know when they go through the gym floor that that's it. All they got to worry about for the night is who's going to try and choke them out or put them in an armbar, or how tough the session's going to be. Are they going to make it through because the cardio's going to be tough? Are they going to improve their technique tonight? It helps people switch off. And obviously, it's a team sport. Don't get me wrong in the sense that you have a team, but because it's individual in the competition sense, you can hold yourself accountable for your actions. So no one's going to force you to come to the gym every night because you're not part of a team that needs you to play a certain position. You come on your own accord, come because you want to better yourself. And I think a lot of the boys, when they get in that mindset, it helps them stay mentally strong as well as obviously being physically in shape as well.
Definitely. I always feel better after I've been to the gym or been for a run or what have you. So I'm the same as you guys, firm believer in healthy body, healthy mind.
Well, I think it's proven, obviously, how many times do you wake up in the morning and you're going to go for a run and you think, I can fucking do without this today?
I did it this morning.
You don't want to contemplate yourself, should I stay in bed? Should I stay in bed? You get up, you go for half hour, 45 minutes, you come back, have a shower, you feel brand new, you're on top of the world. So, the evidence is pretty much there that as bad as you might feel shit before going, but as long as you go and get it done, you will feel better after it. You speak to all the boys who train at our gym, guarantee 100%, I'm going to say come out the gym, they feel better than what they did coming in.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I ran a gym for 15 years, two different gyms over 15 years, and the amount of times that you'd see people literally turn their lives around, even from just lifting a few weights. And I'm not even comparing it to what Shakes has done or anything like that. But I know for a fact it's a thankless job as a coach.
Yeah, because Markman's the best example. I mean, he won't mind saying it. Been said in the times before. Like before he started doing any sort of training, my old man, he was on the wrong path completely. He probably would, if he didn't find martial arts and obviously the army, he probably would have gone to jail because he was getting locked up for fighting, drinking all the time, stuff like that. With the sport and just having something to focus on in an area which is nothing to really do outside of MMA and football, then it put him on the straight and narrow all them years ago. And he'd be the first to tell if he didn't take it up when he did, he probably ended up in jail. He'd probably been out of jail now still. So, like you said, there's definitely a success rate to it. It's not just people saying it to try and as a way to try and get you in the gym. It's been proven time and time again in the world.
With Jack, how because he's had some disappointing results in the UFC as well as some good results. How is he after the losses?
It's the same as everyone. It's tough. Obviously, you take a loss. You work so hard then for weeks on end. You've done all this diet and you've been disciplined, and then you come up with a loss. Not just I have a wife in the gym, who's fighting on amateurs. You see amateurs, you do get down after a loss, but you can't let it linger over you. Like at the end of the day, there's more to life than just fighting. As much as we all love doing it, that's another mental aspect you got to take on board. Is to win or lose a fight, it's not the end of the world. I always think to myself, I'm in a lead to a fight. Well, worst case scenario, at the end of the fight, whether I win or lose, my family will still have me. My friends will still want to be my friends. My real friends.
Yeah.
And it just shows who's with you to to cling on, or who's with you because they generally care about it. At the end of the day, like life goes on.
Yeah.
You'll be there for a week or two, I suppose, but you move on. There'll be other opportunities to fight again and other opportunities in other areas in life. So he's obviously disappointed when he picked up like that, lost his last fight. He's devastated, but here we are, 6 months down the line, he's back in the gym, training every day, and he's looking to get another fight. So he was probably cut in for a couple of weeks, but he's back now like it never happened. So.
Yeah, because every interview I've seen with it, that's why I asked, is because every interview I've seen with him, he seems to sort of just brush it off. It's like, did my best.
But
wasn't good enough on the day.
With Marshman though, he's going to have that squaddy mentality, isn't
he? Is that his genuine reaction to the loss, as opposed to what he's saying on camera? Because I remember when Chris got he beat a lad called Rob in Gloucester. I'm pretty sure you boys were there actually. And then he had a rematch with him and got absolutely battered. And I tried to condole him. After there was a string of events that happened before that. We had his now wife came into the dressing room, and I was saying Dave couldn't make it for that one, so I was sort of, he had a couple of training partners with him to warm him up, but I had to take the lead in terms of getting him ready. And his now wife wouldn't leave the dressing area, and I was like, she can't be here while he's getting ready. He then got a phone call saying his car had got broken into, and they'd nicked his stereo out of his car. He then, 15 minutes later, had to fight. He wasn't the normal Chris. He got a bit of a hiding, to be fair, and then afterwards it was so hard to sort of condole him, and I didn't know what to do. I was only, what would I have been, about 25, 26, trying to condole a guy that's older than me and also had the bollocks to get into a cage and fight another man. And I'm just there I'm a strength and conditioning coach. I didn't know what the hell to do. So it's just like, I can't imagine I'm terrible at losing as it is. Like, even if I lost a footy match, that bothers me for the rest of the night. I know it's a completely different thing getting punched in the face or strangled, but it's just a very interesting subject for me, is how a fighter deals with, because you get some guys that will fight the same person 3 times, twice they'll beat him and once they'll lose, and it's like, how do you deal with that one loss? Because clearly you're better than the other guy, but just on the night something happened and you've got to now deal with that and get ready to go again.
It's just, again, it all comes down to the individual. Like, everyone's different. How I would deal with a loss is probably different to how Marshall would deal with a loss, which is probably different to how Josh would deal with a loss, which is probably different to how Martin would deal with a loss. Everyone's different. I mean, I suppose it all comes down to you as a person. Like you said, you don't really know what to say. I've been in instances where, one of the boys have lost. It's like, what are you saying? I tend to just leave it to Shakes. He's a bit wiser and older than me. Sometimes saying nothing is the best thing you can do. Like, when I lost the boxing match and grappling things, sometimes you don't want to hear oh yeah, but you was the better guy and you was robbed, and you don't want to hear that. Sometimes you just think, sometimes you need a couple of hours to let it settle in, and then go from there. With some people will take a loss, they like to come out there and address it there and then, sort of thing. So, I mean, fortunately, I never picked one up in MMA, but speaking from experience back there, is that I prefer to be left alone for a little bit. Whereas, I've been around Marshall when he lost, and I know he likes to talk it out with Shakes, sort of thing. So I suppose everyone's different. But again, Shakes is a good person to have around in instances like he seems to know what to say and when to say it, or how much to say, and maybe when to hold it back as well. So I suppose about as much experience as him, he'd be a bit better question to ask about that one than me, because I just tend to be like, don't worry about it.
Yeah. I'll be alright.
He should be Saint Shakes, shouldn't he?
Yeah, he needs some sort of accolade. We need to work on it.
His Facebook always cracks me up with his United posts. As soon as they win, oh, they're the best team in the world.
He doesn't even watch the game. He comes in from the gym. He's like, United play today? Yeah, they win. I'll find out the result. Like, right, I'll put a status up now.
They're fucking brilliant.
The game probably 2 years, if not more, I'd imagine.
Oh, it's funny. It does crack me up. Oh, I was just thinking, Marshman must have the fucking typical squaddy mentality. He was a paratrooper, wasn't he?
Yeah, 3 para.
3 para, yeah. So he's going on to do the H-Hour podcast, I believe. I think they've contacted you as well.
Who's that?
The H-Hour podcast, a sniper one. He told me, in fact, I'll quote, he said...
They might have contacted me, I just have a lot. I have to check my messages.
Yeah. Well, you got your blue tick now, though, haven't you? So, got everyone messaging you.
Blue tick, I'm a big shot now.
Yeah.
That's how you got hold of me.
Exactly, that's what it was. It's not what you know, it's who you know. But he was like, I've got Marshman coming on. If you speak to Jack for me and ask him to come on mine, you can. And his quote was, "You can't have all the top quality Welsh fighters, you English cunt." I was like, oh. I was like, cheers for that. But I said I'll throw it out there.
So we'll tell them if you want to join one. We'll have to sort something out.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, brilliant. So your gym is looking pretty fucking shit hot now. So Jack's gym is looking pretty shit hot. Does that come from the big bonus you got for the last fight? Was it?
Yeah, like we planned it now for a while. Obviously, our old gym we've been there like nearly 10 years, and it was a cracking facility, but we just outgrown it.
Yeah.
Like for the last fight camp, because obviously I was fighting on the UFC, and then we had sort of 4 pros on Cage Warriors as well as like 2 amateurs, so there was like 8 of us out the back room, sort of shark tanking at the same time, and we just didn't have enough room, as well as we had Brett coming up with a couple of the Swansea boys. So we just needed somewhere bigger, and we've been planning it a long time, obviously with the momentum then of the UFC and everything, like, because we'd originally took on the unit before the fight, so it was like no pressure, but if you win this, it's going to go a lot better. So I was like,
no pressure. Oh, I best get a stoppage as well.
It's paid off. It's busy here every single night. I think we had 80 on the mat.
Fair play,
on Monday, so you know, for a club down here, that's mental numbers. You know,
yeah.
No one getting near. I don't think so. And obviously we got the fitness suite as well, where people are taking over in and out. We got a full-time personal trainer coming in now, one of my mates who's going to be running that for us as well. So it's all going on. It's busy now. I think what's going to be like in January, when everyone has shifted a bit of Christmas weight. We'll have to
yeah, I was always away. Me and Darren know that all too well with our gym in Archways. It was like a big boom with everyone wanting to lose their weight and that. And then you sell them their weight management program, and then they go, all right, they last for a week and then don't fucking come back again.
I know, yeah. They want to get fit for a week and they think,
yeah, exactly.
You guys get that after the Cage Warriors stuff, don't you? Everyone saying, oh yeah, I'll be down the gym, shakes. I love seeing Shake's statuses afterwards. He's like, he must get hundreds of people saying to him, I'll be down this week, Shakes, I'll be down this week. They're all coked out their heads or pissed up, and he's like, yeah, alright boys, yeah, okay, I'll see you.
My best friends are people who just message you for conversations. Like me and Shakes will get a message. Where's the gym? Like, send them the link to the gym page. It's all on you. What time's the class? The timetable's on the page. Right, and how much is the class for? You know, give them the price. Then they message you next day. So where's the gym to again? It's like you might come into the gym.
He just fancies a chit chat.
He just wants to even talking to Richard Shaw on Facebook.
That's fucking brilliant. Oh.
So, did you enjoy Liam Gallagher then, mate?
Oh, I enjoyed it. And it's mental night, wasn't it?
Yeah,
yeah, it was a good night. I did enjoy it. I went 2 years ago as well, so it was a lot better this time. Like, he sounded a bit more polished this time than what he did a couple of years ago. But yeah, we had a good night. We probably should have called it earlier than what we did. I think we got in 4:30 in the morning or something. We had to let's sneak over into the hotel. He decided he was staying the night, and he didn't have a room, so we had a good afterwards as well.
Yeah, because I got a text from you tonight. I was halfway back to Hereford. It's like, you coming back or not? And I was like, oh.
Should have stayed down here, man. We had a good
Tuesday around. And I was like, nah, we just got me going.
What are you saying? Trying to say something about us, eh?
But yeah, I didn't actually manage to get a photo of it, but I've got this perfect image of you. You've just bought 2 of those vodka slushies.
Vodka lushy.
Next one, you were then drinking out of a straw of the other one, and then he started playing a song. I can't remember what song it was, but I've just got this perfect image of you with your arms in the air, throwing them. Straight into the middle.
He's off.
I can't remember what song it was, but it was brilliant.
At least it wasn't piss, because fucking hell.
Oh, I know, yeah.
I'm lobbing piss over the top of my head, so I thought, at least I'm lobbing drink I paid for, like.
Who lobs piss anyway? What sort of creature does that?
Well, can you not remember at the chili show? We had to go back to back.
Oh, we went back to back, mate. We were covering each other's six.
It's a lot of piss about it. Whatever. Went straight home, I was like, get him clothes straight in the wash.
Yeah.
You had the old Stony on as well, didn't you?
Yeah, that's what I said. Oh, Mum, I said, be careful washing it. But it does need a wash.
You just say you said that to your mum?
What's that?
Did you just say you got your mum to wash your coat?
Yeah, she washed all my stuff.
That's fucking brilliant.
I'm a golden boy, man. I'm a golden boy. She's waiting on me hand and foot up, Mum.
That's a bit like Darren with that, man.
Excuse me. Yeah, it's true.
It is true. Favourite. Darren's a favourite because he's small and brown. Nobody knows where he came from.
Just jump on the postman.
Okie dokie in Monta. Oh, yeah, no, I haven't spoken to you about this. There was, so I went to the bar at one point, and obviously there was everybody that was dressed like they were stuck in 1996. Everybody but me and Berth, who just had a hoodie on.
That's because was Berth even born in '96?
No, he wasn't actually. So everyone else had either a Parker on, one of them stupid Kevin and Perry hats, or a Stone Island top, and or one of those rain jackets. I think that like football teams used to train in.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a jumper but a jacket.
Yeah, I know.
This guy, he looked like he must have been in his early 40s, but still had the sort of Liam Gallagher haircut. He's pale as hell, sweating like mad, so he's clearly on some foreign substances. And I don't know if you remember this, but the security had formed like a human line to where you had to go round to the bar, so you couldn't just push through the barriers.
Right.
And this guy was having none of it. And there were 2 or 3 women there, and a couple of like short, stocky blokes, but one massive security guy. This guy gave no fucks and went to barge straight past this guy. I've never seen somebody like literally. He was carried out by his feet. This was when the DNAs were playing.
You didn't even get to see Liam.
£700 to not see Liam Gallagher because he was pissed or comfortable or whatever. He couldn't wait to get a drink. I was like, you fucking idiot.
People who see, like, I went to watch Noel in Cardiff Capital in May, and that was like quite mediocre crowd. Like, it was just sort of people my age, couple of older, but like no one was like trying to dress up like them. And you go to Liam gigs, they've all got the A like him, they got their bucket hats on, like back from when he parkers inside, like they're bouncing up and down. It's like they're really committed to the cause. You know what I mean?
They went all out. They went full kit wanker, is what they went. Oh,
I'd go and see him again though, definitely. I thought it was brilliant.
Yeah, it was class. I go every time he comes to Cardiff, I'll go now. I wouldn't mind going to a bigger one. If they do a reunion or something, which I doubt they will, but if they did, I would I'd pay the price for a ticket.
Yeah. I will say though, that was the one gig. I've done Foo Fighters, I've done the Chili's, and I always get as close to the stage as possible, where there was absolutely no way in that one.
We sort of...
It was quite legendary, wasn't it?
Yeah, we sort of got about like halfway down, we had a good view, and we was like, should we try and push to the front? And there was just no budging anyone, like couldn't get back. So I never going the first time, and we got pretty close, just walking through the gaps, but there was none of that, it's very come budging.
But Darren knows all of.
There's absolutely no way I'm.
But Darren got Larry at the Chili's. He dropped a fucking teenager.
Oh yeah, I did, yeah. Yeah, we won't talk about that.
A one bomb.
Keep that one off the line.
Yeah.
Oh, funny. Oh. Oh.
Did you do any current events or anything, Sean? Get Jack's views on them?
Did I do any current events?
Say again?
Do you say did I do any current events?
No, do you want to discuss any current events?
Oh yeah, sure. Of course. You're the producer, mate. You've got all the fucking gen there. I'm the talent. I'm trying to tell you this every week. I don't do any work anymore. I started it. And me and Darren are twinning outlet. Go for it. What you got?
Gary Rhodes, Joe Gary Rhodes.
He's the chef, isn't he?
The chef with the spike, yeah.
Well dead. How'd he die?
Yeah, that just came up on my Facebook feed. I don't know.
He's well dead, mate. unfortunately. Good chef.
I got one for you, Jack, because obviously we've got our mum's Welsh and our not stepdad, because we're both nearly 40, is Welsh as well. With all the politics flying around at the moment, for like an area of Wales being South Wales that's known to be relatively poor, they've got quite conservative views. They're really into the Tories and
Corbyn's a cunt, mate. Oh,
Jeremy Corbyn being a terrorist, etc.
he is a terrorist.
Is that like a common thing around all of South Wales, or is?
Don't forget, Mike will have that from being a squaddy.
From what I mean, I'm not big into it. No,
I could give a shit, really.
I mean, I had to ask my missus the other day which one is Boris fucking running for, so that shows how much I know.
Yeah.
I don't get too involved in it, but from what I can make of it, a lot of people on Facebook are against Boris because of the NHS thing, but
And he's like a cunt as well.
I also know as well
that
a lot of people in my sort of area educated via Facebook rather than actual facts. So
That's like most people, I think, Jack.
like I've seen so for example I've seen online that people obviously complaining about the tax might be going up, and some fucking idiot throwing there that yeah, but you're paying 20% tax on 80k, so if you were in 81k you'd be only paying £50 extra a year. I was like, yeah, well that's all well and good, but if you were in 100k then, so you pay 40% tax on your 80k, you were in 100k, you got to pay 40% tax on the extra 20k, which doesn't make sense to retard. So it's like, you know, I honestly don't care who gets in. It's not going to affect me massively in any way, you know. But like I said, a lot of people need to learn that they know that Facebook is not always true. Just because there's a post on Facebook about it doesn't make it a fact. You know that they need that. If you want to be involved in it and you want to have a good debate about it, then that's fine. But do your research and, you know, don't just watch the news and listen to what they tell you on Facebook. Search some statistics. Like, I'm not a big Donald Trump fan. I don't really care how good he is or how bad he is. But from what I can make of it, they give him a lot of slack in the media and online. But then when you look at the facts and the statistics, they're a little bit better than what, you know, he's doing a little bit better than what people like to make him out to be. But you know, not just some racist who wants to build a wall around the Mexican border. You know, he's doing other stuff as well. Like, so if not for me, politics, really, I probably shouldn't take more interest, but I don't. My thought is if you're going to get into it, do a bit of research that doesn't involve
definitely need to do some research. Like, our mum's a big one for it. She shares everything on Facebook. It's like, Mum, have you actually read that? Or because that doesn't mean anything.
The funny thing about Mum is that she spends her entire time, like, she'll put a post up every time there's an election or anything political going on saying, I don't care about your political views, don't share it.
Yeah.
On Facebook, I don't want to read it and I'll unfriend you. And then she spends the next half an hour just posting stuff about Jeremy Corbyn and how he's a terrorist. So you're doing the same thing, Mum. But also, my mum also is on it, like, she doesn't adhere to this, but I put her on a 9:30 Facebook ban. Because she likes to, when she's finished work or she's just chilling out, she likes to have a couple of glasses of wine.
Too many.
And then gets very, well, she puts on her Facebook gloves, I say to her. She's like that, right, let's have an argument.
Gets a bit leery on Facebook, like.
Yeah.
She's a bit leery about everything. She fucking... It's the Welsh, it's the Welsh, isn't it?
Anyway, have you heard about the Papa John's guy?
No.
In the States? So, like, the head of Papa John's has had like a bit of a conversation like this over Skype, and it's been leaked, and he N-bombed a few times, and he's like the whitest guy going, and so I think Papa John's as a whole have let him go, and he's done an interview afterwards, because the guy that replaced him is just basically a businessman, and he's saying that the guy's not fit to take the role because he doesn't even eat enough pizza, and he'd eaten 40 pizzas in 30 days.
That's not an argument. That's not an argument into white.
I'll find a picture of the guy as well, and he definitely has eaten.
You can't just go, right, I should be in charge because I eat all the pizzas. I eat them all.
Just American summed up.
Yeah, definitely.
That's just
Pizzas in 30 days then.
I can do that, I think. After a week.
After a weight cut, you can. You were looking thick, by the way, at Liam. Jesus Christ.
I'm not 61 kilo at the minute, put it that way.
Because like the photo of us at the Beefy Boys, I was looking at it going, I look fucking jacked. And then when I saw you the other day, I was like, fucking hell, Tank is a beast. He is a beast. Like,
Is it thicker than a Snickers?
He's supposed to be the crackhead on there.
Let me find this picture of this guy.
Oh, speaking of whitest people ever, so my missus's cousin is basically the whitest person ever. Like,
I don't know if you boys can see that, but he basically, can you see that?
oh, he's got a rotund face, put it that way.
He's a big boy.
He's a big boy, but he also, he looks a bit, do you guys watch The Walking Dead? He looks like the guy that always gimps out of actually fighting.
That shit off after a couple of series.
He got very samey, didn't he?
Yeah.
Just stay where you're safe and defend it. Stop moving on.
You could literally put his face on a pizza box. That is Papa John.
That is actually his name. But yeah, what I was saying about Kate's cousin, his name's Jack as well. But he's like transparent. He's that white, and he's got like proper platinum blonde hair. My missus is a hairdresser, and he came up to her the other day and was like, he's going through that awkward stage where he's 15 and now thinks he's black. And we've all been there. And he showed a picture to me missus. I've been there. I thought I was a fucking gangster rapper. And it basically had a jerry curl, this bloke. It was all faded in, jerry curled, and all tight. And my missus like, right, I'm not being funny, Jack. You need to just calm down a bit. And he was like, why? He went, well, you haven't got Afro-Caribbean hair. Like, you never, unless I permed your hair, you would never have it. And he went, well, perhaps I want a perm then. What? When is that a thing?
I see a lot of lads coming in the restaurant with permed hair.
Yeah, there's a lot of perms flying about now.
That's not okay.
It's not okay. No.
Stick to the fade and the fringe on your forehead, that's right, dude.
That's the one, Jack.
Big shoot the yourself.
That's all you need.
Do you get a lot of stick for the fringe and the fade?
Not so much the fade. Like I used to get ripped for the fringe all the time, but it's got that point now. Like people, it's got that point now where people used to be on me that. Like Gary used to give me a lock, and he'd be like, "Cut that fucking fringe." But it's got that point now where they give me that much stick now. It's the gimmick now. I've got to keep it. So
You can't change it.
keep it long, and then when I have a fight week, I just have it trimmed just enough so it doesn't get in my eyes. So I think the fringe is there for life, you know.
Well, it's better than the beehive you used to have, mate.
Oh, I know the Chris Griffin.
Yeah, that comes back every now and again on my Facebook feed. But I don't even share it anymore. I just get that.
Was it blonde as well?
Yeah, the full shebang, blonde, big mop of it. The prom photos of them, because I have to try and keep them in from everyone. But
They fly by every now and again.
every now and then, some joke will share them, or someone will drop a comment that comes up on everyone's newsfeed.
Well, speaking of comments, here's something I want to bring back. So, I don't know if it happened in your friend circles, but in my friend circles, as soon as a lad added a girl as a friend on Facebook,
Yes.
ripped the comments
Yeah.
for days and days
Standard.
and days. It would go on for so long.
I tell you why that won't come back, because there was a thing came out, and it was something you could do on the set. It's kind of, we used to rip one of the boys all the time. He's always adding girls, and we used to give him every time. And then all of a sudden they just stopped that, and I was like, what? Like, how was that stopped that? And he was like, is this thing on the settings? I can't really change my settings, and then it stopped it, so he shut it down fast, which is a shame because I used to have, I was a fun cop,
Yeah, just ripping him.
I'll tell you a good thing that I noticed the other week, which is on the comment thing, was I've got this new thing where I love reading stuff on Twitter and Facebook that fucking infuriates me, and I have to sit there like that, not commenting. Sean posted something the other day about the Game Changers documentary on Netflix.
Yeah.
And I was so close a few times, but I can never work out on my phone on Facebook whether I'm commenting as the Granite Zero podcast or myself.
Right.
So
I'm even worse because mine's got the same fucking badge.
People's views on stuff is so funny to me. Like,
it's again, no, it comes down to that bollocks of it's on Netflix, so it must be true.
yeah.
Have you listened to that guy on Joe Rogan this week?
Yeah. And then there's another one, the Dissect podcast, which is the guy.
Every single point they made in favour of going vegan or for being a vegan, he shut it down. Like he's saying, I'm not saying there's no benefits to going vegan, but the points they are making.
Yeah, they're not valid, and sometimes they're actually made up. They actually made it up.
Like the one experiment they done, like it was just one experiment, so they didn't repeat the experiment.
Yeah.
They didn't try a different group of people. They didn't rearrange the order and stuff they were doing. So it's like, how are you gonna think that's scientifically proven? Like this.
There was one bit in the Game Changers where he says,
It's on Netflix, so it must be true. And like, there's been a lot of people I know going vegan. It's like, why the fuck are you going vegan for? Like,
meat just tastes too good anyway.
One of the biggest things that they said on there was that the average person would benefit from going vegan, and it's like, yeah, well, if you take the stable American diet of like KFC, McDonald's, and just in general shit food, if you go vegan for a couple of months, you're going to feel fucking great.
yeah, well, it's like people in the gym, like, not in the gym, sorry, people on Facebook, like, yeah, I've done it the last few weeks and I feel way better. It's like, yeah, but what was you eating before you went? You were eating McDonald's and pizzas every night. So now you've gone vegan for a bit. You cleaned your diet up. You would have felt just the same if you switched this down a couple of salads and some chicken and rice a couple of times. It's like, because you eating shit before, now you cleaned your diet up. That's the problem. That's why you feel like you've got more energy. And secondly, pretty much every food that's readily available through the buy this vegan I eat is a carb source. So you're gonna feel full energy. You're smashing carbs into you.
All the carbs, all of them.
I've only watched snippets of the documentary itself because I will literally, I'll have to turn it off if I watch it, because even though Arnold Schwarzenegger was on there, he's got a monetary interest in that.
He has, yeah. He's got a supplement company with LeBron James.
Vegan protein company in the world. They funded the documentary, so they're not gonna come up with fair and square days saying that it's all right, but it's this and that. No, this.
But the funniest tip I've seen is it Michael something, the guy that made the documentary, claiming that being vegan makes his dick super hard.
Yeah.
Yes, love it.
Shut up, mate. Like it's better than Viagra. It's like
being vegan's better than Viagra.
Yeah, it's like
shit.
Arnold Schwarzenegger's a vegan. It's like, yeah, but he wasn't a vegan when he was juiced to the gills. Doing up his Olympia, was he? He was eating things all the time. So that's not trying to be like, Arnold's a vegan, so it must be.
Even now that he's 98 years old and doing Terminator 47, he's not like.
Arnold would probably eat fucking grass if we chucked him $1 million. I'd eat grass. They said, here's $1 million. Come on this documentary, so you eat grass. You're against me. I'd do it as well, but the reality of it is he probably ain't doing it, is he?
Yeah.
Absolutely fucking pissing me. Ridiculous. There's loads of documentaries. You what, Sammy?
You got anything else?
Have I got anything else? I was just about to say, there's loads of shit documentaries like that on the fucking Netflix, though, isn't there? There's that Beyond the Curve is one of them that I discussed a few podcasts ago. The flat Earth. And even at the end, they proved fucking they proved themselves wrong, but they were like, oh, we're still going to get funded to find out it is flat. It's like, shut up.
Let's be real.
Yeah. And I saw something on Twitter the other week where they said there's got to be some truth in all conspiracies. I was like, well, apart from flat Earth, obviously.
That's not the case, though, is it?
Exactly. And there's all.
I gotta try and find my usual wind up of the week.
Oh, go on. But there's obviously the huge one at the minute is the old Epstein killing himself and Prince Andrew being a pedo. But who cares if he did fucking kill himself or not? He's a pedo.
Yeah, like, he didn't. Obviously, like, there's another pedo gone, so that's great. He probably was going to grass a load of that. So the reality is, yeah, he probably didn't kill himself. He probably had his neck broke. But,
yeah.
He did his neck breaking at the end of the day.
At the end of the day, he was still trying to get children.
No, it would be like, if the government, they're never going to find out if they did, because they're not going to tell us, are they?
Yeah. And with fucking Prince Andrew, who was his advisor that went, yeah, go on that show in America?
That'll be good for your publicity. Like,
yeah. I could guarantee the Queen is definitely not happy with him. You fucking idiot.
The Queen has accepted his step back from public activities. Like, no shit.
Yeah, no shit.
She is.
Here, one of his fucking things. He said, it couldn't have been me because I don't sweat because I stopped sweating when I got my adrenaline rush in the Falklands. Shut up, you idiot!
It must be true.
Must be true. He's gonna disappear into nothingness. He's gonna end up in some sort of fucking island somewhere out of the way.
Yeah, he'll disappear slowly. Watch him only about down a year.
Yeah.
He'll be gone.
You found something yet?
I found my.
You found it.
This person on Twitter. I don't know if it's a troll or not, but she's all about the trans movement. And I don't know if it's...
Oh, you're determined to get me kicked off shit.
I'm not. But she, this they don't like anything that's normal.
Okay.
Okay, so here, I follow her because Ricky Gervais started following her, and I read things, and it makes me so angry. Like, Jackie B's the restaurant, you know, when the patties go onto the grill and you can hear that.
Yeah.
That's what I can hear in my ears as my blood is boiling as I read through this verse. So, here's one for you. I'm not a massive fan of Christmas myself, only because it's like a busy period in my life until Christmas Day, and then it's brilliant. But the build up to Christmas for me is like stressful. I've got loads on.
But it's brilliant, mate, because you grill turkey.
I didn't. All I want for Christmas is for everyone to boycott Christmas.
Oh, fuck off, cunt.
Are you gonna get out for Christmas and everyone boycotts Christmas? Silly bitch.
Okay, here's another tweet. If you are drawn to veganism, please know that you are valid. If you feel inside that you are vegan, then you are vegan. Simple as that. Some vegans eat meat, some vegans eat fish, some eat cheese, and anyone can identify as a vegan by simply declaring, I am vegan.
Oh! Oh!
I can't work out if it's a troll or not, though.
It's gotta be.
Katie Vanderblood. That's what you gotta look for, guys.
Katie.
And then let's like and share. And let's find out what she thinks. Because I can't work out whether she thinks what she thinks.
Oh. I identify as a vegan. Why would you want to identify as a vegan anyway? Fucking ridiculous.
Okay, I'll end on this one. And no hate speech, please, because we're getting Sean kicked off.
Again. Not again.
Trans women are biological females because all fetuses begin as female. These women are just living authentic female experience from before they were raped.
Before they were raped?
and hormonally in utero, the trauma of which resulted in being assigned a male at birth. I literally, this part of my day is reading this person's Twitter and making myself mad.
I think you, like you said, you right to end on that one, and she's going to take a sour turn otherwise.
Definitely.
Come on, and it wasn't mad at these people.
I'll put this up because I'm determined. If this doesn't go on YouTube, it'll go. I'm going to try Vimeo instead, so you can all see this person's profile, so you know I'm not bullshitting. This is the profile, KT Vanderbluff.
Vanderbluff.
Yeah.
Does that not mean bluff, as in bluffing?
No, bluff.
Yeah, whatever.
Mind you.
So, you literally spend...
I'm following this person now.
half of your day is spent reading posts on Twitter.
And her bio, so like yours will say UFC fighter, blah blah blah. Yours will say podcaster. Mine will say nearly a chef. This privilege is a blessing and a curse. I am a blessing and a curse. Fame is prison. Meat is murder. She, her, or they, and sometimes why. You are my spirit animal.
What? Oh, mate. I can't handle these people. We're related to one of those people as well, you know.
Wait.
Easy.
No, I think like today, like you get so many people who are just looking.
What? When did it become a thing that it's you can just do anything to be famous is a thing now?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if this person's that famous. I haven't even read through it, but I think.
I meant in general, like.
In terms of going back to like the vegan thing, could be trans, could be anything. I think with the internet, I think what's happened is a small group of people can make a lot of noise, and they can get a lot of likes, shares, etc. So they start off with like, I'm vegan, so I don't like eating meat or don't like the fact that animals are getting killed. But they move from that to everything has to be an argument.
Yeah.
So they'll jump on to the next thing, which is, I don't know, I'm vegan and I'm gonna be an activist for trans people, or I'm gonna be anti-Trump, all at the same time. And they just constantly, they can't just be, oh yeah, I'm vegan.
Yeah.
Because they can get so, and I think it's the whole social media phenomenon where it's quite addictive getting likes and shares, isn't it? Like, I think my biggest, my most liked post is a picture of my knife. I got a new knife, and I took a photo of it, and I got like 300 likes. Usually I get 14 to 20. And it was quite nice having my phone going off. And I think when you add certain hashtags like hashtag vegan, hashtag trans, hashtag fuck Trump or whatever, you get loads and loads of likes, and I think people get addicted to that. And it's
Oh yeah, definitely.
They call them like whores.
Yeah. Like, so I quite like that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna hashtag like whore.
Let's do anything for a like. There's too many of them about, especially kids nowadays growing up thinking they need likes to that sort of thing. It's all gone. It's all gone wrong.
It's all gone.
I mean, my daughter's not quite at the age of that yet. She's still. She'll post a picture of her slipper saying that she got that for her birthday. But going up, I work with people who you could see that they literally posted a picture. And it's like you know what you've done, and I'm not gonna say what the post is, but I can guarantee you boys will know and will follow some accounts maybe that all of a sudden.
Stop trying to get me in trouble, mate.
But one person I follow from Hereford, by the way, she's in good shape. She's got a big old ass on her. She's got more followers than you, Jack Shaw.
Yeah, I can imagine she is.
And but that, to me, that's
mental.
Of a different generation. I look at that and go, hang on, you've got somebody that's actually accomplished something and is doing working well. He's been on the TV. He's getting interviewed by the BBC, Sky, BT Sport, etc. And this girl has got nearly 100,000 followers.
She's got a lovely bum, though, I'm sure.
For the video podcast, I can't do the pose, but it's a bit like this. That's it.
Is that the one with like this where they do one straight leg? One straight leg, and then I've got an ass for it. I'm telling you, it's like fucking it's standard issue woman pose.
That makes me as mad as those other posts, though, because I can't.
I bet you her name is something like Carol Dash Lifts or something. It's always or fitness.
No, this person's not.
No?
Has got two separate accounts.
One for snaked.
Maybe.
One for sliding into DMs.
Do you get any weird DMs?
Yeah, he did. He got some from me.
Freaky ones, like just something like the odd weird or wanted some chat pretty much. Like people like, can you send me a signed pair of gloves? No, I don't know you. So when I said no, my gloves are signed like it's like send me a pair and I'll I'll send you. I'll sign them and send them back to you. But that's that. Oh, who's this now? Someone just come in the gym.
Are you going to get going?
Yeah, someone just come in. I bet go and see gloves.
Alright, man.
Oh, cheers for going on, Jack.
Nice one, lads, for that.
Yeah, cheers.
Cut straight short.
That's all right. Work is work, mate. It was a good hour and a half, almost, or an hour.
Awesome. Right, well, I'll catch you soon anyway.
Yeah, cheers for that, Jack. Tidy. I said tidy then. Mate, what a fucking down-to-earth guy he is.
Oh, no, brilliant.
He's fucking...
You happy with that?
I'm fucking well happy. That's still recording, by the way.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying I am on the old Podbean. But yeah, mate, fucking what a lad.
Great guy.
There's literally no fame has gone to his head at all. He's fucking... He chokes people out.
Yeah, how he does.
Oh, he's got a squeeze on him, man. Yeah, watching that...
I'll tell you what I forgot to mention. I'll do it now, because hopefully Jack will listen back. So I was talking to Webby a few months ago, and he'd been over to see Ash Amos.
Oh, yeah.
In with him. And he said this lad just came in his grey joggers and his t-shirt, just did a bit of rolling, and he was like, oh, he's about your size, Dad. He said to me, I couldn't put my hands on him. He said he literally was like an eel. So he was so slippery, I couldn't pin him down. It's like, for those of you that don't know Webby is about 100 kilos of just muscle.
Webby is what every man should be. But hey, Webby though, apart from you got shit hair, just saying.
Yeah, he has got shit hair. Barry from EastEnders hair, he's got. And he basically, he was saying he was getting him, he was choking Webby, he was getting him in arm bars and whatnot. And he spoke to Ash afterwards, he went, who the fuck's that like? He went, oh, that's Jack Shaw, he's the Cage Warriors title holder. And he was like, well, that makes sense. Anybody want to tell me that beforehand?
Just let him crack on, innit?
Just felt shit because he couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
Afterwards, oh yeah, don't worry about that, mate. He's a fucking world champion.
Brilliant though. I fucking thoroughly enjoyed that.
If you do listen back to this, there's a little story.
Little story in that. No, I just think he's fucking super switched on. His fucking mindset is fucking, it's all there, innit?
Yeah.
And I can just see him going from strength to strength to strength. Hopefully he gets another fight soon.
Yeah, I was going to try on that, but I thought it's the same as whenever I see Jack, whether it's like at a gig or if he goes into the restaurant and stuff. People go, I should have got a photo. It's like at the end of the day, like he's not a close mate of mine, but he's a mate of mine.
Yeah.
I don't want to be doing that, and I don't want to be prying into, because put it this way, if Jack has got a fight and he could talk about it,
He would have talked about it.
He just said.
Yeah.
And the same as, like, if Jack wanted a photo of me at the restaurant, he'd come and get a photo.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what I mean? I think the best thing with people, especially people that are getting famous, is just treat them normal.
Well, he just seems like a typical down to earth fucking spot on guy. Like, you know what I mean? He doesn't know me from Adam, and I slid into his DMs asking him to come on the show. Luckily, yeah, he knows you, and you fucking. But he was like, hey.
He did say that, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, to be fair, I did say, hey, it's Darren's brother, by the way. Wink, wink, smiley face. Yeah.
The thing is, that was a learning curve for both of us in terms of podcasting, because it's different when you've got somebody that is, like, I mean, Jack is a top athlete, and, you know, potentially now you might get other top athletes.
Yeah, fingers crossed. Well, I've got.
But it's difficult, isn't it? And I think, like, for this one, I didn't have what I normally have, which is an agenda.
Yeah.
Like, stuff to talk about. Purely because I was sat probably 15-20 minutes before we started recording, and I love the Joe Rogan podcast, and he always says it's better to just have a conversation.
Yeah, that's what I think. You might have a couple of notes, but I think having a more of a genuine conversation where you're not constantly going, oh, what's
Yeah.
what are you doing today? So it's like, just have a conversation with him. Have stories about you guys going to the gig, fucking me fanboying out, watching his documentary yesterday.
Yeah.
Taking the piss out of my missus, making me put the fucking Christmas tree up. Her fucking excuse was she's allergic to it. Well, why do we have it then? Get a real one.
What?
She's allergic. The fake thing apparently brings up in a rash.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't. You just fucking sat on the sofa having a cup of tea. I got all sorts of fucking hot and bothers. I had to go up to the fucking loft and get it all down.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
So, going forward then?
That's fucking brilliant. Well, tomorrow I've got Alicia, Emerson Thomas coming on.
I can't produce that one, sorry, mate.
That's all right. She's not coming on until 8:30 now. She's busy. But that'll be me and her having a chat, discussing her new podcast with her mate, and basically stuff that's going on in her life and all that sort of stuff. So that should be good. She does loads of stuff for mental health and all that. So that'll be a good one. And yeah, try and get some more guests on.
Yeah.
I'll
try you.
Fuck me! The soz on that fucking spider. Fuck! That's like fucking a dinosaur. See if I can get it. Fucking hold on. Where's the fucking spinneroony? Where's the spinneroony? Can you spin this fucking thing around? No. Can you see that? Can you see him, or is he gone? Did you see him? Mate, it was like the size of my fucking hand. Ugh. I've got to live in here. Oh. Anyway. On that note. Anything else you want to talk about, or should we call it a day?
I'll have a go at uploading it to YouTube.
Yeah.
YouTube's being weird at the moment, though.
Yeah, sure. I'll have to try Vimeo as well then.
Yeah. I'll try YouTube first. We'll give them the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, cool.
But if not, I'll give Vimeo a go.
Sweet as.
Alright, speak to you in a bit.
See you in a bit, mate. Fucking brilliant podcast.
Bye.
Ciao. So, troops, what a fucking brilliant episode of the Granite Zero podcast. I cannot believe that I had Jack Tank Shaw on my podcast, chatting away like we were fucking best mates. But yeah, like I said, tomorrow, Thursday, I will have Alicia Emerson Thomas on the show, and I cannot wait for that either. So guests are coming in thick and fast, and I am loving it. So once again, to everybody that is joined in for the podcast, thank you very much. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your fucking love and caring about me and fucking all that sort of lovely stuff. We're off on a bit of a tangent there because I'm fucking excited, and I also need a massive piss. So without further ado, I've been Tommo, as we say in the regiment, per ardua, yeah? Through adversity, I'm Tommo, and I'm out.